streaming that is, in the name of sweet love.
And it's looking like she's going to get caught up in the rapture of court.
The bases are loaded, and just when you thought J-Lo was going to hit a home run, this could be another.
Hey, don't be fooled by the strikes that she's got. She's still, Jenny from the block.
Dictionary.com added some new words related to race and identity.
Child, I can think of some words they can add.
Like what?
Like yas and wah.
Okay. All right, all of that and more on this edition of Mocha in the Morning.
We're adding
a little flavor to your morning blend. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say wow.
No. Good morning, Mocha Marbles. This is Kenya Woodard sitting in the grown woman chair for Keisha Boyd, but I'm not by myself. I got my co-host with me, the fabulous, officially Jorge.
Good morning, Kenya Woodard and Mocha Marbles.
How's it going, babe?
It's fabulous. We are going to have a good time on this show today.
We always do. I'm always appreciative when I'm linking up with you and co-hosting, so I'm ready.
Are you ready for all this flavor?
I am ready. I bring the flavor, so absolutely, I'm ready.
You are fun. Yeah, that's Kenya.
All right, well, let's go. But first, coffee.
Mocha in the Morning is brought to you in part by the Portico Cafe, where conversation, connection, and community create change.
Welcome back, Mocha Marvels. So listen, we're back, and officially, Jorge, you got some steamers for us, the latest in Black Hollywood entertainment. Let's go. What you got for me?
I'm sorry, we're back. I'm sorry. I was just brushing my teeth with my new Burst Oral Care Sonic toothbrush. Comes in white, black, and rose gold. What's really cool about it? It has like a 2-minute timer. So like when you turn it on and brush your teeth, it'll shut off when it needs to. So that's cute. So I'm sorry, I was not busy doing that. So let me put it away in this fabulous case. And it's steamers time.
It is steamers time, baby. Let's go. What you
Are
got?
Are you ready for the latest in Black Hollywood entertainment?
I'm ready.
Here we go. All right, so Jennifer Lopez, aka Lord of the Rings. Well, we started the week with a breakup, right? Mm-hmm. And now we're ending the week with a joint statement that they're working through some problems. So it looks like something went down between A-Rod and Jenny from the Block, and the media got hold of it and wanted to know more. And, there's rumors out there that A-Rod can't keep his rod in the dugout.
Oh my. Okay. So wait, so are they back together or?
Well, this is what's weird. Okay, so they've been engaged for like 2 years. Mm-hmm. And I guess they felt the need to like put out a joint statement that they're working through their issues and stuff like that. And so, I mean,
listen, I heard that he was enraptured by a little Southern charm.
Yeah. See, I was gonna put that out there, but from what the New York Post is reporting, there have been some text messages exchanged between the slugger and the little bit of Southern Belle. So
Madison LaCroix, I believe is her name.
Well, I ain't gonna throw anyone's business out there. I just report it. But that is her name. So I just hope that I'm just kind of like, Jennifer, A-Rod, get married or not? Like, what are you waiting for tonight?
Yeah, good question. Yeah. They've been kind of
right?
Yeah.
Steamer number 2, and this one hits totally close to home. So Netflix is all set to air another real estate like reality show, and then from the makers of Selling Sunset, and the star is going to be Sherelle Rosado. Now, let me tell you who Sherelle Rosado is. She is a real estate tycoon of the Bay Area, and she's also the love interest of Ocho Cinco.
Whoa, that's a blast from the past.
Well, let me tell you this. Ocho Cinco's previous love interest was Evelyn Rosado,
right?
Basketball Wives. So
he's got a thing for Rosado girls.
I guess shoot for 2, right? So anyways, well, I'm just excited that we're gonna have we're gonna be Netflixing and chilling in the Bay Area with this new shows. So it'll be interesting because it's gonna be like an all Black female real estate cast.
Oh, that is gonna be great. Yeah.
Okay. So we might even know some people that might be in that haven't told us yet.
Exactly. Yes. Although I will be calling a couple of my real estate friends just to ask them, nosy.
Right. Let us know what's going on.
Let us know. Right.
We won't tell anybody until next Friday at 10 a.m. All right. So speaking of beautiful and powerful and employed Black women, well, it was recently just Mother's Day in the UK, right? And they're on the other side of the pond. And Nike aired this super iconic, Nike, they have these iconic, inspiring, warm, fuzzy feeling commercials. Well, this was all about, pregnant women and who are athletes. So it was cute. Like, you see the commercial, you're like, yes, let's do it. Push that baby out and let's go climb a mountain, let's go water ski, let's go win trophies, and Serena Williams, of course, in one of those commercials. But somebody was digging around and found a piece that was written in the New York Times that it was kind of like the opposite. They're like, okay, that's cute, Nike, that you're putting this commercial and that you're so pro pregnant women, but maybe you should have thought of that when you canceled some professional athletes because they were like pregnant.
Oh, yes. I remember that. Yes. So maybe this is a way of them saying we're sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is, it was in the New York Times, and it was Alicia Montano and Allison Felix, Kara Goucher, who are all like professional athletes, track and field stars, so on and so forth. And they were like, when they were pregnant, all of a sudden in their contract, it said that they can cancel them for whatever reason. And that pregnancy, and childbearing, was like, they were like, and so they're like,
it's kind of like they want to just sweep that ugly part under the rug and look, we did this beautiful ad on pregnant athletes.
Yeah.
Nah. Nah.
Just pay people. Nike.
Exactly.
You have money. Like, why is this even a story? Just pay people.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Yeah, just because women get pregnant doesn't mean they stop being athletes. So, yeah.
Because if the women are having the babies, men ain't gonna have them.
No, they're not.
That's like doing the world a favor. It's like buying a friend a Coke and a smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got that. But you still gotta pay for the Coke. cola.
Absolutely.
So listen to this. Sports Illustrated has yet again making some cultural moves by having their very first Black Asian transgender woman on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Well, all right. Okay.
So,
all right. And who might this lovely lady be?
Her beautiful name is Lena Bloom. I believe that's how you say her first name.
All right.
You know, this is a thing. Like last year, it was Valentina Sampaio, which is like the very first transgender woman on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Now, Lena Bloom was following up. But when you like read into it, I mean, because Sports Illustrated, I mean, it's a very alpha male magazine, right?
Very. Yes.
When it comes to the issue, I mean, I think everybody just buys it because it's like it's cute, and so that's like a huge, you know, statement to make, especially when Black and Latina transgender women, their murder rates in that transgender. Well, it's so far this year, according to the Transgender Equality Association. Well, we're already up to 28 murders of transgender women. And, you know, because of them being transgender or suspected of being, and that's like when the first like 6 months, you know, of this year. Last year, there was a total of 26. So already the number, we're not even halfway through the year, and it's more than last year already before the year is even over. So
that's terrible. That's terrible. So Lena's, you know, being named is a bright spot. Her being named to the cover, that's amazing, an amazing feat. I remember back in the day, I didn't know hardly anything about modeling and fashion, but I knew that Sports Illustrated cover was coveted and it was major. So kudos to her.
And what's really cool is one of her biggest supporters was her dad. She states that like in the article.
Oh, that's fabulous. All right. All right. Congratulations, Miss Bloom. Yeah. I can't wait to see the pictures.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the woman who is always giving us the best that she's got. And that is the songstress, the diva.
Yes.
Well, it's 30 years now. Can you believe it? 30 years now. Mm-hmm. And it's time for her to own the copyrights to her masters. And so she's telling everybody, yo, stop buying and streaming my music until I handle some like business.
Yeah. I was really shocked to learn that she didn't own her masters. And then at the same time, you know, considering how dirty the contracts used to be back in the day, it's not too much of a surprise. So I'm hoping she comes out victorious in this, you know.
Yeah. Me too, because what a lot of people don't know is that when, you know, a lot of these recording artists on these deals, you know, they don't start off by owning their masters because that's what the record companies use. So to finance the whole situation, their career, promo tours and whatever. And then, you know, they make their money back from album sales if they make the right deal. I was just kind of like, you know, perplexed. I was like, for an artist like Anita Baker, now
right?
Masters, but now there's like a certain period of time goes by, like I think 30, right? And where she's stated that she's outlived her contracts and where they can use her music and her likeness.
Ah, wow.
And she's like, now I want my music, my likeness,
right,
and my copyrights.
Can you imagine being Anita Baker and not having control over your own image? Bananas.
Oh my God.
Bananas.
That would be like giving up your body and soul.
Yeah. I'm just glad that she's doing what she needs to do. And I'm hoping that things work out for her. But in the meantime, on Twitter, a lot of people were kind of, you know, they're absolutely supportive, but it's going to be a lot of dirty houses, according to some folks on Twitter, because they clean their house to Anita Baker on Saturday morning. So.
Yeah, what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah. You know, clean the house in more ways than one.
Right.
So check this out. This is super fun news. So dictionary.com has added some new words to the dictionary. And
all right.
about culture and identity. And one of them is child. CHILE.
That's one of my favorite expressions, so I'm happy to see that one.
And another one is finna. I love finna. Right?
As in, I'm finna go to the store. Okay, yes, yeah. I'm here for it.
After the show, I'm finna go, Kiki.
Right. There was a lot of people that were kind of upset about this, but I'm happy to see the new additions.
Good.
Yeah.
If you got time to be upset, first of all, check your vernacular, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay.
We also added some other words that are like COVID related and social media, like doom scrolling, right? Super spreader. Another one of the words that they added in regards to African Americans is reparations.
Oh, thank you. That should have been in there all the time, though. But okay,
that's like the money should have in the bank a long time ago too. But if you want to read more about all the other words that were added to dictionary.com, you can just look at the link now in the comments, and it'll be fun. But I want to add some words like hunty.
Oh yes. Okay, but how would you spell it?
On HUNTY. Hunty.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Sometimes I spell it HUNTEE. So but I'll take T.
That's hunty. Get it together.
My bad. Terribly sorry. All right. And on that note, we're gonna be right back with more Mocha in the Morning.
Treat your teeth with the Burst Sonic Toothbrush. A professional grade smile, power and results, and healthier gums. Burst anywhere. The views and opinions expressed on Mocha in the Morning are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official position of the show, its producers, staff, and sponsors.
Welcome back, Mocha Marvels. I'm Kenya, sitting in the grown woman chair for Keisha Boy. Let's get into some hot topics. I got my girls with me here to bring it on in. Let me start out with Miss Kia Shakur.
What's up, everybody? I am counting down the days, literally.
Oh, that's right. It's almost time.
Almost time.
All right. And we have with us also the lovely Liz Everett.
Hello. It's time to shine, Mocha Marbles.
All right. And Ms. Shalette, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence today.
Always a pleasure to be here. Good morning, Mocha Marvels. Let's get into this rundown.
All right, let's go. Let's hit it. So first up, Grammys, right? Did everybody watch the show? I didn't watch the show, but I did read the recaps. So let's talk about Liz, the winners, okay? Lots of folk who won a Grammy that was kind of a head scratcher, and then some other folk who won a Grammy that probably should have got it like 20 years ago. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. Well, I have to say my biggest, I don't know if I should say shock, because I enjoyed it, was Kanye winning the contemporary gospel album.
I wasn't surprised by that, though. That was a shock for you?
I don't know. I guess my brain connected to all the things that have happened afterwards. You know what I mean? I guess I went on the media journey. You know what I mean? I didn't really stay in just the music. So, I mean, I really do think that kind of shows you how what happens in the media can really taint what you kind of feel about the music afterwards. But I can say that I truly enjoyed it. I was into it. And I'm so excited for Lil Blue Ivy. I mean, like, come on, how cool is that with brown skin, girl? And let me tell you, Black is King got me through last year.
Okay. All right.
So I'm super here for it. I'm just really excited to see Beyonce have a very historic moment. Megan Thee Stallion, and both of them, honey, they killed it as far as their ensembles as well.
That performance got a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
Some folks I was surprised to see, or happy rather, to see Kay Tranada, the tech. I think I just butchered his name. Kay Tranada. I think I got it that time.
Yes.
He's like, maybe not. But I was happy to see that he won for Best Electronica Album. Black folks have been shut out of that genre forever. So I was really happy to see that he walked away with a Grammy for that. And then the Fifth Jubilee Singers. Can you believe that?
I'm so excited.
I was so happy to see that they won. And this is their 150th anniversary. So
yes, come on and be Black excellence. Do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to jump in here and say, like, we do have to give props to Beyonce for being the most winningest woman ever in Grammy history. But I'm just sorry, that juxtaposition next to Kanye West winning a contemporary Christian album, it's inappropriate. I'm sorry, it's inappropriate. Grammys are about a lifetime of achievement. Beyonce's been snubbed so many damn times, and you just go throw this man a Grammy? No, inappropriate.
Well, wait. Who listened to the album? Who like?
Girl, you got us messed up. None of us listen to that album. None of us. All of us on this show are real Christians. So we weren't gonna pick up that album for nothing. Him and his Sunday service. And he still, and by the way, the Grammy should also be aware, and this is just tea, that's what I bring. He still owes the gospel choir on the album and that was touring with them. He still owes them thousands of dollars for not paying them.
No,
he still owes them money. No, they're suing him for back pay.
That's awful.
Doesn't the Grammy take that kind of stuff into consideration?
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm always ruining everybody's day. Like I'm always like, but by the way, this messed up thing is also going on, so let's be aware. And I know you guys are about to celebrate Tiffany Haddish next, and I'm sorry, she's not funny. I don't care what I'm congratulating.
None of that, but it don't matter.
It doesn't matter. She's still horribly not funny, but congratulations on your win.
She deserves a congratulations. But how terrible is it that the last Black woman to win in that category was over 30 years ago, and it was Whoopi Goldberg? Like,
yeah, come on. Horrible. I feel so bad about that. Black excellence, whatever. She's still not funny. Like, let's call a spade a spade.
Stop it. Tiffany Haddish is funny. She's funny and she grinds. She has put in the work, and to watch her reaction whenever they kind of surprised her to let her know that she won a Grammy on set for Kids Say the Darndest Things. It was the sweetest thing ever. And I think it just made my little heart go flutter. So
yeah, so my pool guy, he grinds too. He kills a lot of pools. I'm not nominating him for Best Pool Guy Award. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, congrats to Tiffany Haddish for working.
I think it's clear Kia has absolutely no love for Tiffany Haddish. But let's also get into someone who may not have any love for someone else, and that's Kirk Franklin and his son Carrion. So apparently something went down. There were some really nasty words that were, thrown around by Kirk Franklin toward his son, Carrion. Kia, when you saw this, what were you thinking?
Okay, so this is backstory. I forgot that Kirk Franklin had an oldest child named Carry On, and it's pronounced Carry On like the luggage you take on an airplane. And I didn't realize that they had a bad relationship because he never talks about his eldest child. And he cussed him out like he was some dude who just stole $5 from him on the streets. And I know that kids can push you to this point. I get it. I have pushed my mom to a point. She's never cussed at me before. But a lot of people were saying how, well, this is why Black children aren't protected. This is why Black boys aren't protected. This is why Black men aren't protected. This man is 33 years old. He's not a child. He's not a boy. He is a grown man. He also went about this the wrong way by recording his father and putting it on social media and then telling everybody, oh, I didn't post this for you to bash my dad. Well, then why did you post it for?
Right. Yeah.
What was the point of the recording?
To garner some public sympathy for something, but we really don't know what the issue is, right? We don't know why. They have.
I would love to know what the argument is about, because there's no way. We all have parents. Our parents don't just call us to cuss us out. It gradually moves up to the cuss out. We say one thing and now we're like, "Ooh, I didn't mean to say that. Now I'm getting cussed out. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, it was kind of tacky. For that. It was tacky. It was like some sort of catty setup tackiness. I don't like the way it went down.
It was a gotcha moment. That's what it felt like. It felt like a reality TV show gotcha moment.
Yes.
Okay, but did you see how Kirk so smoothly came quickly behind that with an apology? even though he really didn't have to apologize. I'm kind of in that group. I don't think he really had to apologize, but he did it.
I liked the way he apologized too. As far as like the way he addressed it as like, hey, there's some other stuff going on here. Like you guys don't know the whole story, because that's also what I felt. I was kind of like, everybody know your mama don't just slap you on the first one, right? By the time you get slapped, you've been doing 46 things, and she has told you 97 things, and you got the nerve, the gall, and the audacity at that point, right? And so I just don't think, I don't think that anything warrants the way he was spoken to. However, right, like if you have been being a certain type of way, I feel like then your parents are going to react a certain type of way, and nobody knows how to trigger a parent better than a child.
Facts.
All right. Absolutely. Okay, so let's head into some other things. This broadcaster out of Oklahoma.
Wait a minute. You have to say the name of the section, and you didn't say it. So what are we going into?
All right. Let's go into this racist rundown, y'all. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's start off first with this broadcaster in Oklahoma who is now claiming that his type 1 diabetes is what caused him to say the N-word at a group of girls, Black girls, who were kneeling at the start of their basketball game. Chalet. This sounds like something out of Bizarro World. I can't even.
No, this is the old man. This is what's the other guy who got caught? Remus or whatever the guy's name.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Caught
back in the day.
Don
Imus. He got caught on a hot mic. He tried to blame it on being type 1 diabetic. I personally take offense to that. I'm not diabetic, but I'm just speaking on behalf of all diabetic people. No, you don't say outlandish statements regarding a whole race of people because he got his feelings hurt. You know how people get with this kneeling and the American flag and all that stuff, like it's a whole religion, and he spoke his mind and he's suffering for it. There's an investigation going on right now. He needs to be fired, period.
Okay, I was just going to say, what's with the investigation? I'm not understanding why there's an investigation.
It's unnecessary because it's Oklahoma. Because it's Oklahoma.
With the investigations, what they're trying to figure out is if this is an isolated incident, or they want to know every single time he's ever been reported, like maybe it's been kept behind closed doors, maybe it's been written down and no one told him. They want to see it all as one big thing to say, you're a super racist. Like you can't just fight this one, say, oh, I just made this one mistake. No, we had these 15 mistakes that you made. So we're going to need you to stop, and we're good on that.
Okay, speaking of an investigation, sounds like this dude is getting the Sharon Osbourne treatment. So this lady, excuse me, as in the midst of, first of all, she had this whole meltdown on TV last week with Cheryl Underwood over Piers Morgan, right? And now we're learning that she said some not so nice things about her other coworkers on the show, and that's led to the show being shut down while they do this investigation into Sharon Osbourne. I'm like, again, what's to investigate? I think it was out there in plain sight, but maybe y'all see different.
Well, I appreciate this being an investigation because I didn't know half the stuff that came out in a recent article that she had said. I don't think any of us even imagined how racist someone could actually be. Julie Chen, who's a former host of the talk, she used to call her wonton. Like, who says stuff like that? Like, that's crazy.
Sharon Osbourne.
Did y'all not Persian host on there that she would call her Persian carpet C word, the Sarah Gilbert, who's a lesbian, she would call her a carpet muncher. It was all these things. Like, she was ignorant on every single front, but it's all coming out in this investigation. And one thing I want to let people know, Sharon, this didn't happen because Sharon gave her opinion about Piers Morgan. No one cares if she's still friends with Piers Morgan. We don't care. The issue that CBS had with her is that her reaction towards Cheryl Underwood was so disproportionate to the conversation. She was yelling, she was cursing, she was demanding, she was telling Cheryl, you better not cry. I should be the one crying. I can't go to my job and say stuff like that. Why did Sharon think she could go to her job and say stuff like that?
Do you notice the trend here though? Like, do you notice that Piers Morgan had a disproportionate reaction to Meghan Markle?
Nope.
And his friend
Absolutely.
had a disproportionate reaction to, you're welcome.
No, it's just the whole dynamic that's set up where Cheryl is sitting there basically having to kind of walk back her passion she feels about something that she absolutely has every right to call Sharon on the carpet for. And it's uncomfortable and it's painful as a Black woman to see that happen, because you see this white woman who's in a position of power, who has the authority to, in your job, basically blame you for her racism and have you explain to her why she's a racist. No, it was totally inappropriate. And I think this hiatus, pause, whatever, is totally necessary, because, you know, folks like this, you have to be checked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. You do. You absolutely have to be checked, especially if you're Sharon Osbourne. I'm old enough to remember when her and her whole family had their reality show, and I didn't care for them then. So I'm not surprised to see.
Nobody cares for them. I mean, it's not, because remember her daughter was on The View. Her daughter had that same incident where she said, like, well, Donald Trump, what about the Mexicans who clean your house? And everybody was like, girl, you can't say stuff like that. And she had Rosie Perez sitting right next to her, and Rosie, like, she wanted to go real Bronx on her. So this is not, your family is racist. Your family's racist.
Yeah, just terrible all around. Speaking of which, The Bachelor.
Oh, nice segue.
Now, I'm not a watcher, but I have been reading, my timelines have been flooded with The Bachelor think pieces and posts. And yeah, so apparently, excuse me, Matt, he chose the woman with a allegedly racist past, and then he dumped her. Liz, help me out here. What's going on?
I just can't. Okay. First of all, I'm wondering, like, because, you know, producers in the background always have a lot to do with scenarios, with, you know, you'll hear people later after they get off of the show, or after, you know, after the gag order or whatever, talk about how they did feel like they were pushed towards a certain storyline, or like whatever. And my wonder here is, did he pick the girl that was good for TV? You know,
yes.
That's my wonder. I call it suspicious, whatever, but I really am wondering, did we not pick the girl who was good for TV? Because all of a sudden your Blackness is called to the forefront. I'm biracial. I always have identified as Black biracial, right? Like, I've had a lot of very Black experiences. And then I have also had a lot of experiences where I've been singled out because my mom is white. You know what I mean? So I've had a lot of both experiences, but if your Blackness is not an initial part of the conversation, then it looks weird when it ends the conversation. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, all of a sudden you're Black.
Okay.
No, it's like many situations where, especially in mainstream media, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about the fact that he's Black. He's beautiful. He's a Black man. We spoke about it weeks ago, months ago on the show. And we were just like, he's Black, and we know this is about money. And again, no, there's two things at play here. I absolutely believe this is his preference. This is absolutely his preference. He's trying to follow his heart. You know, you people try to follow their hearts on The Bachelor or whatever. I did not verify this, 25 of the candidates were Black.
Really?
It was a whole mess of Black girls.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that. And
okay,
then,
so that makes it different.
Because
that makes it different. That means ABC really was like, listen, here's a whole swath of Black women. Like, you did all these beautiful Black women with jobs, and here you go, swath. And he still picked the racist white girl. What do you have, a racist white girl detector? How do you pick the one super racist white girl?
He picked what he wanted. She looks a little ethnic. She could have, have a touch.
A little what?
She does. She looks a little ethnic. I'm looking at this picture right now. She could have a touch of Latina something in her, whatever. But she's like one of those girls. I'm sure she checks white, and she totally went to the antebellum gala with her sorority and didn't think anything about it until she ended up dating a Black man.
Okay, so Liz, let me ask you this, because I'm thinking now he went with the whole TV angle you were talking about earlier. So was it from the jump that he was not going to select a Black woman, you think, no matter how many they put in front of him? He wasn't going to find
I don't know. I mean, everybody does have their preference, right? But I really feel like he had his mind made up before he went in. Now, I don't know him personally. You know what I mean? If I'm just being 100, but I just feel like in the aftermath of it, I'm going like, did you kind of know that you wanted to pick the controversial person ahead of time? You know what I mean? Or did the producers know that they were going to push you towards the most controversial person ahead of time? Because producers have a lot to do with reality TV shows. Producers do a lot of asking questions, and kind of shifting the storyline to the best that they can, because they have to stay relevant, because they have to keep their funding and they have to keep their money. TV is not a very clean game on the up and up all the time. So my question is, did they know, or did he know that they wanted the most controversial angle at the end of the whole thing?
Okay. Well, we're going to leave it at that. Thanks, ladies. I appreciate you joining me today.
Thanks,
everybody. See you next time.
Okay. Thank you. And we'll be back.
Your Mocha Minute is brought to you by Black in Florida, your online connection to everything that's Black in Florida.
Hi, it is Dr. Jen Green coming to you from Honolulu with the Mocha Money Minute. I want to talk to you about what they're talking about in the government with regards to hoping for $50,000 in student loan money. So a couple of weeks ago, Biden was pretty clear that he was not going to cancel $50,000 in student loans. However, the Democratic Party is saying they don't care if he does it or not, they're going to get it done. So we all know that the expectation is that he just does an executive order to just cancel $50,000, and the amount it saves everybody is huge. But will he really do it? Or will the Democratic Party come through and do it with or without him? It's certainly worth watching and paying attention to. So stay tuned as we learn more about it. I will make sure to update you here on Mocha Money Minute.
Congratulations to all the winners of the Black Love Experience with the fun Foodie Mama.
Yes, and congratulations to the winners of the Date Night In. They are going to receive a Blu-ray DVD disc of the movie Now. And of course, a charcuterie board by This Board Is For You. Thank you for everyone who participated, and congratulations to the winners of the Date Night In.
Congrats. Well, that was fun.
You know what? I'm still trying to think of words to add to dictionary.com. I would do a whole list and submit that. Is axe in there?
Axe is in there, but not as you're thinking. No. So that might be an addition.
Yeah, we need to change that. Is there anything that you want to add? I'm taking orders.
All right. I'm gonna send you my list. But in the meantime, listen, we only got 7 more episodes before the end of the season. I'm starting to get sad.
I know. It's like we're, it's getting about that time. We're close to 30.
Time goes by fast when you're having fun. Until next time, Jorge.
Thank you for being in the girl wheelchair, and thank you for watching Mocha Marvels. Bye.
Absolutely. Bye.
You know what? Girl bye should be one word and also put in there. Girl bye. And like boy bye.
Please submit that, because if it makes it, I am going to scream. Please submit it. Please.
And then submit this beat.